Hello students, this is Shilpi Kavita from International School of Management, Patna. I'll be discussing the topic standardization of business organization and environment. Standardization, by word, is very much linked with scientific management, which in my earlier video lecture series I've discussed. So this standardization process means producing goods and services according to the set rules and conditions, according to the standardized process, according to the system. So when we call or talk about standardization, it is formulation, publication, and implementation of guidelines, rules, and specifications for common and repeated use, aimed at achieving optimum degree of order or uniformity in a given context, discipline, or field. That means things are done according to the rules and regulations. And if the things are done according to the system, the things will be produced, the things that is goods and services will be produced in a standardized way. Standardization is the process by which a company makes its methods, especially its production process, uniform throughout its organization, because you are producing goods on a scientific line. So every part, every segment, every sector is well defined to this system and rules and regulations. If it is applied in the production lines, the goods or services produced are also standardized. If you see the example of Lux soap of 10 rupees, every 10 rupees Lux soap is of similar size, similar packaging. Maybe the flavors differs, maybe the ingredients regarding to the fragrance differs, but the 10 rupees Lux soap will be also always a standard Lux soap of standard size. Why this? Just because of adoption of scientific management and producing on standardized way according to the set rules and regulations. It also helps cut cost because when we adopt this standardization process, the large scale production, when done through the standardization process according to the rules and regulations, it definitely cut the cost because the government or the private sector takes advantage of economies of scale when purchasing supplies. Whenever there is large scale production of goods and services, both at the supply level or at the delivery level, it is advantageous. Now, as I talked about standardization process, cost reduction is one of the major advantage. Standardization process, standardized products also major advantage. But apart from that, when we talk about all the stakeholders involved in the production of goods and services, the manufacturers also benefit a lot. They rationalize different variety of products. They decrease the volume of products in the store and also the manufacturer cost because there is no huge variety of products. At a 10 rupees Lux soap, the whole lot of 10 rupees Lux soap will be similar. So there will be, even if 5 Lux soap is kept in the shelf, you know that 10 rupees Lux soap will be like that only, and they can store in their storage capacity also. It improves the management and design also, experience of management of orders, because all are standardized products. So when I order for 10 rupees Lux soap, only 10 rupees Lux soap will be delivered. There will be no discrepancies in the order also. It facilitates the exportation and marketing of products, and it simplifies purchase management because you don't have to think that 10 rupees Lux soap will be different from 10 rupees Lux soap. So everything is simplified with the standardization process. Consumers are also at a better end because they establish quality and safety level to the service and products. They are informed the characteristics of the products. They know that the 10 rupees Lux soap will be what the characteristics the Lux soap will be having. And it makes easier the comparison between the different offers also. So you can compare between a 10 rupees Lux soap and a 20 rupees Lux soap. So everything is standardized. Everything is without any flaw. You don't have to choose, or you don't have to think or ponder on anything that how will I choose the product, because you know that is standardized. When we talk about the public service, simplification of production of legal texts. They establish quality, environmental, and safety policies. They help to the economic development, the overall economic development because of large-scale production adoption and scientific management adoption, and it facilitates the business. Standardization process also facilitates the business. There are some disadvantages because there is loss of uniqueness, monotony of work, I should say, the same type of production, the same time of product, and the same time of work also. So it is unsuited to some aspects of business. And it stifles creativity and response time. There is loss of responsiveness also. We start thinking as a machine. We start seeing as product as a machine. So these are basically the disadvantage. When we talk about standardization in India, effective steps have been taken in number of organizations in India for cost reduction in the number of stores items. This is very important. Every shelf is purchased. Every shelf has its cost. So with this standardization process, the shelf cost is reduced. The aim of standardization should be have uniform standards for similar items, and the standards evolved should take cognizance of the indigenous availability of materials to the maximum extent possible. So on the whole, India is adopting the standardization process and adopting the scientific management lines. Thank you.